We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
To the air, it's Aller. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're stuck with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike or a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will start from the 18-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack mark. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air, it's Aller. Pocket starts to collapse. Hines is back in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the run, it's Singleton. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Final play of the quarter coming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now on 1st down from the 30. To throw, it's Altmaier. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a short. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. He makes a catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, you know, you always look back in games and single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
The receiver carries the ball.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
Balls and fired complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Illini!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did pound that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Illinois offense returns to the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. He'll take another shot here. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Joe.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat...
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Unloads it left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. No good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Altmaier. On target to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Caught. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 20. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Wants to go on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for a man, it's Altmaier. He makes the connection. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Illinois. And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31-0.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear them.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is touchdown Illini, and the route is on. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Back to throw, it's Aller. He's got him in the flat. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Coming after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to...
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Ready up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Allard. Feeling some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. Bulldozes him. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Gonna let it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And now on second down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. This time it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Unloads to the right. He caught it. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. The aerial assault continues. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So a little too much contact through the PI flag. They'll decline that one, and a touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Warren. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're down to the 20, first and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's Allard. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bauer. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing.
Oh, it's a fake. So no dice on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dixon. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking for a gap. It's McCray. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick completion on the out. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Getting some heat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Powell, our entire broadcast team, I'm